Okay, so place is used where the dog is designated to go and relax, right? This is really helpful to get the dog out of the way of eating areas or other people. So if you have people that are visiting, you want them to just go and relax in a certain spot or place or on a mat, or you have little kids running around, you don't want them jumping all over the kids, or maybe you got a delivery coming, or you got some food getting delivered, or you have Amazon getting delivered, whatever it may be. It's a nice little plug for Amazon. Um, this is to be fun. This is not a timeout and this is not a punishment. This is to be a fun game that we play so that when it's time to use it, when I really need it, I can use it and be happy for it. Um, you want to pick something that's really easy to use to transport by hand. I start off with just a towel. I just roll up a towel and I can take that everywhere I go so my dog can get extra practice while I'm out. Even when I'm in the park, I'll have it in my backpack or in the car. I just roll out a towel and we practice place out there. We practice in all different rooms in the houses and that sort of stuff. You can have a cot or a raised bed, or you can have a cushioned bed or whatever it is that you have, and that's okay. Now, start in a quiet room. Put your dog in the relax on the mat, right? This is now called place, right? They're on a boarded item and they're in the relax. That's now called place or spot or whatever the word is that you're going to use. I like to use place. You want to build this up enough in this room, right? We're going to keep practicing in this room so much so that when I leave the room, I can ask the dog to return. And here we go. If we can get this to play, here we go.
Come on over here.
Called her over. I'm luring her. There's her raised bed. Have her sit. Have her relax.
Yes.
Marked her with the yes. And now she's going to start to learn that that is her place. You notice I did not say place yet. We want to lure them in. We want to shape using the yeses. I want to make sure she's going to go back. I need to be willing to bet my mortgage that she's going to come back. And then I start calling it something. So once again, we'll go through it.
Come on over here.
Alert her over. You notice she's on leash as well. I want to make sure I keep control. Alert her in the sit. Alert her into the relax.
Yes.
Marked her. Marked her with a yes and paid her. You notice there's 5 or 6 pieces of kibble there? You want to make sure you're paying really good for this stuff. This is a lot of work for dogs. If she decided she was going to run off, I still could step on this or grab it and kind of lure her over, because dogs are going to do that. They don't want to play. They don't want to play with this work sometimes because it's too hard for them. We want to break it down, make it easy for them. Now, go ahead and bust out whatever it is you're going to use for a towel or a blanket or a placemat. You can use a welcome mat. You can use a bed that they already have. You can use something like I have, that raised bed there, that cot. And I want you to practice. Give me a good 15 minutes. That's probably a good cup worth of food. Do a little bit. Take a little break, do a little bit, take a little break. Get me 15 minutes. Then take a short little break, 5 minutes after that. Now, when you're practicing throughout the week, do this up to 20 minutes at a time. You really need to practice this a lot. That way, when you do get a delivery or something happens at home and you can send your dog to a place or a mat or whatnot. Once you master this, then practice sending your dog from other rooms. And we're going to talk about this more this week. I want to make sure that I can send the dog from anywhere in the house to that particular spot or that place. Now, the dog actually has to know where this is, right? You can't just hide it. I mean, you can play games where you're hiding it and they're learning where it is, so they learn to search for it, right? We could do that, but it has to be in the same room first, and then we move it to different rooms so that the dog can go find their place. You can also transition this over to other bordered items. It doesn't always have to stay at a towel or the cot or the bed. I can direct my dog over to a bordered item. I could put her there and tell her place, and then she'll lay down and go right into that relaxed position. So that's where you want it to be.